In today's webinar, we will cover what is the FoIP, how can we integrate with ASTPP, and how can we use it. So in today's webinar, we will cover below topic. First is what is VoIP FoIP. Second is the benefit of FoIP, then usage of FoIP, then flow in ASTPP, and demo in ASTPP with all three methods: web to fax, fax to email, and email to fax. And then after question and answer session. First, what is the fax over IP? FoIP is the process of sending and receiving fax via VoIP network. FoIP is allow faxes to be sent over an IP network rather than the traditional PST network. So that reduces the cost per the document sent. And FoIP is also known as the virtual fax or IP faxing. Here is the some benefit of the FoIP, lower cost. As I said, it's using the IP network instead of a traditional line, so it reduces the cost, reduce the hardware dependency. You can use the short phone for the sending and receiving fax. You don't need to any real machine for the sending or receiving fax, so it reduces the hardware cost. Support multitasking, so at that same time you can send multiple fax or receive multiple fax at that same time, so it's multitasking. More flexibility with the soft phone. So as I said, you can send or receive fax from the soft phone. Reduce the network complexity. Yes. So it using the IP networks instead of the traditional line. So it little bit easy compared to the traditional line. Send and receive fax from anywhere. So if your IP allowed to in your network, so you can easily send or receive fax from anywhere. And last one is the security. You can send and receive fax from peer-to-peer encrypted format. So this is the secure compared to the traditional fax method. Then is this FoIP is using in multiple sector, but here is I have highlighted some of the main sector: healthcare, financial, manufacturing companies, and now onwards like government sector is also using the FoIP to send and receive fax over the traditional fax because it's secure, and as I mentioned, like they can send and receive fax from anywhere. Okay, so now flow in ASTPP and demo. Okay, so in ASTPP we support all the three methods: web to fax, you can say as outbound fax, fax to email, email to fax. Fax to email means inbound fax, and last one is email to fax. So as suggest like as per name, web to fax. So you can send fax from web portal to direct to the number in using the web to fax. Fax to email. Here you can directly receive fax on your email address. You just need to configure your fax number as a DID in ASTPP, and you got the fax on your direct email address. And the last one is the email to fax. So this one is interesting, like you can directly send fax from email address to direct number. For that you need to configure the Imap account. I will show you in demo. Okay, so here is the doc. As I said, like ASTPP support all the three format: web to fax, email to fax, and fax to email. And web to fax, you can select, I said like is web-based user panel, so you can directly send your fax from the web portal. Customize fax header, you can customize your fax header. Upload text or file to send a fax. So here we given option to the send directly text or upload the file in PDF, TIFF, and doc file. It's supported. Real-time rate status. So here you can check the real-time status of the fax, like pending, processing, fail, or error. Second one is a fax to email. So it completely integrated with the DIN module. As I said, it is a inbound number, so you can configure that number in DID menu, and then you can directly receive the fax on predefined email address. And email to fax, Here, as I said, like you directly send to the fax from your email account, authenticated by incoming address. You just need to authenticate your email address and send from the mail. Okay, so first we cover all the 3 points one by one in demo. Okay, admin. Okay, so currently we do not have any live fax number, so we will test two methods together: web to fax and fax to email. So in this case, I will send the fax on DID number. So from portal it is web to fax, and for DID it is receiving, so it's fax to email. So we will do two process together for web to fax and fax to email, because we do not have any uh, live fax number for the testing. Okay, so yes, ASTPP have a FoIP add-on, so it is an enterprise add-on, so you need to go to the get add-on menu, enterprise, and install a FoIP add-on. Yes, I have installed it. Admin. Okay, so here you can see the two menu for the fax, means FoIP, faxer and auth email. We go one by one, but before we go to settings and configure some basic configuration for fax, so I go to the settings and fax menu. So here first we define the fax retries. So in some case if your fax sending is fail due to some reason, so ASTPP provide like a send fax again. So you need to define count how much time you want to retry fax if it not succeed. These three fields: fax email address, fax email password, and fax email host. It is used for the third method, email to fax. I will show once I will configure it. So currently I have put it as it is. Okay, then fax error and SIP port. So here you need to configure your SIP profile IP. So currently my SIP profile is behind net, so I have configured my private IP. If your SIP profile is on the public IP, so you need to configure public IP. If it's behind net, so you just need to configure a private IP. Okay, then a port, my SIP profile working on 5068 port, so I configured that and just save it. Okay, so in faxer, yeah, so here you can see all the reports related to fax, and here you can create or send the fax. So as I said, we do not have any live fax number, so we test web to fax and email to fax together. So first we configure related to configure for the fax to email. So for that we need to create a DID. So I have go to inbounds DID section. Okay, I have already created one DID, but I will create it again. I go random number 147 description test fax. Currently I said 0 blank, it is not required, so I just fill up the required field only. Monthly fee 1, billing date 20, or leave it blank, so it's set default value 0 in all the fields. Okay, I have created new DID 147. So and then I will assign to one of the already default created customer. Okay, then here I will go to the forwarding section and select the FoIP options, and here I will insert my email address. So whenever I got the fax from the 147 number, I will get into my email address. Okay, so now we can send from the GUI faxer. 147 hello fax test. Okay, so see, now I have just sent it. See, currently I have sent fax on 147 number. So currently this number DID is available in our system. So what ASTPP we do is, currently we send web to fax, but this number is already available in our DID section. So instead of sending outbound fax, they send inbound fax, means fax to email. Just wait it, it processing in approx to 1 minute. If you have a live number, so you just need to enter here like a live number one, whatever you have live number, and add the text or file if you want, and just send it. So if your provider gateway support fax, then fax is sent on this number. Currently we will test on 147. You can see status is sent, process pending to success, because we have a 147 DID is available, and this entry also will be reflected here in few seconds. Yes, you can see first we done 147 for web to fax, then we receive fax is fax to email. So we test two method, web to fax and fax to email together. Okay, suppose we will try to send on fax number 159. Okay, it is 16. I have write the random number and test fail fax. So you can see currently is a pending status. So after fax is processing, it will status will be changed to the error, and after the 3 attempts it will change status as a fail, because this DID number is not available in our system, and our provider have not support the fax. Okay, wait for a few minutes, so I will show you the status. Okay, now it's processing. After the processing, status will be changed as a error. Yes, you can see error because no DID or our provider is not support the fax, so is status change the error. After the next two attempt, let's see, is processing error, then fail. After the 3 attempt is sending to the fail status. Okay, so now the third topic is email to fax. So for that you need to send fax from your email to direct number, and for that you need to configure Imap. So first we need to configure Imap information in our settings. I have already enabled Imap in my test email address, so I just put my email address. Sorry. Password and host. Currently I am using my Gmail account, so I am using my Gmail host. So if you have your private domain, so you can change host accordingly. Okay, so just I save it. So what I need to do, if I want to send fax from my email address to direct number, first I need to send fax to the this email address. So on so for that you need to configure your email address on which email address you want to send the fax. So here you need to link your email address with the account, and just currently I have only one default account, so I have just save it. Okay, so my this email address linked with this account. So now I will log in to my Gmail account. Okay, so here uh, I will send the fax. For that I need to set from email address which we configure here. Subject. In subject you must need to enter your outbound number or a DID number, else it not works. If you set number in body, it will not work. If you set like space or character, it also not work. So compulsory subject should be numeric, it's DID number or outbound number. Okay, and here you want to send any of the attachment, support the PDF, TIFF and doc. Okay, so I just send it. Okay. So after the processing, that fax details showing here. Yes, you can see the field which we have last sent on this number. It takes some time because I may read the mail and then reflect the entry, so it may take 1 or 2 minutes to process email to fax. And this page is automatically refreshed in 10 seconds, so entry is reflected automatically. It takes 1 to 2 minutes. Yes, you can see entry is reflecting now. Email to fax status is pending, and number is 147 which we set in sent mail title. Sorry, subject. So now it sent fax on DID number. So again it work same as like web to fax, fax to email. Here is the email to fax and fax to email. Now it's processing. And it got success. After the processing, after the complete receiving process, that entry will also be reflected here. Yes, see, same entry for fax to email. So in this session, I will cover all the 3 points: web to fax, fax to email, and email to fax. I hope you understand the fax flow in ASTPP. Thank you. You can ask any questions if you have. You can ask any question if you are in chat section, so I can give quickly answer. Hi Deval. Doesn't it work correctly for multi-tenant ASTPP installation? Yes, I think it's work correctly with the multi-tenant as well. And yes, related to multi-tenant, we just need to do some modification, but yes, it works with multi-tenant HTTP as well. We will wait for few minutes as well if anyone have any other question. I think there is no any questions, so we can conclude this webinar. Still, if you have any question related to FoIP add-on in HTTP, you can comment, so we will reply in your comment. So okay, thank you, bye. We will meet in next interesting webinar in ASTPP. Thank you, bye.